Alright, so you want to get into Bloodhunt. Well, you got the right video basically. Hey, like I already said though, if y'all new, hey, be sure to hit the sub button if you're brand new. Be sure to like this video if any of these tips or tricks or anything helped you out. This is more of a beginner video, so if you're more of an advanced player, I'm gonna be dropping a video later this week on more advanced like movement tips, stuff like that, because there's really not much out there for more advanced players. There's more stuff just for beginners, but I'm kind of doing my own version of a beginner video, so if you're new, stick around. Hey, y'all gonna fight. Alright, so Bloodhunt basically is just a battle royale, but it's a more fast-paced battle royale because the map isn't huge and there's a lot of people and the circles tend to close really quickly, which causes more and more fighting. And obviously, you know, I'm gonna go over the basics, you know, loot you can find on the grounds like that. You can find it in vehicles. There's actually a van over here. There's vans, weapons in them. Like this one, if it has the blue kind of glowing over it, you can open it, there's guns in there. And then you feed on civilians like that, like NPCs, and you see like how they give you a boost on the things on your bottom left near my health. They all give different things, it's all random. And you can pop your senses like this by pressing down on your right stick. I play controller, by the way, even though I'm on PC. But whatever the keybind is on PC, it's X. So you press it, and then you can see like, you know, purple, it's gonna upgrade that. You have purple sense. This one, if it's pink, for example, it's gonna upgrade your pink. Obviously there's different tier loot, like blue, like the rarity goes from like green, blue, purple, and then orange or gold or whatever you want to call it. And you know, the more rare of it is, the more damage it's gonna do. Melee weapons, when you attack people with them, you gain health, so that's very, very useful. And obviously, you know, it just comes down to finding a character that you like. I can make also an advanced kind of character guide, like ranking my character list and saying like what's good for like beginners, more advanced players for this type of style of gameplay, yada yada yada. If you want that, comment down below and I'll drop that for you, along with more Bloodhunt content if y'all fuck with it. That's basically like the basics of the basics about how the game works. And now I'm gonna kind of go over a little bit on like movement, like tips for like getting around in this game, because this is a more of a unique kind of battle royale game, you know. It has the basic sliding function like Call of Duty, kind of more of like a slide jump. You can climb up buildings like so, you just climb. You can jump off of them, stuff like that. But I'm gonna get into it right now. So to start, obviously, you know, you can climb up walls, stuff like that. Most fights in this game are gonna end up on rooftops. You want the height advantage is very, 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 very important in this game. It can really determine if you win or lose a fight, based off of if you have a height advantage. And obviously, you know, you just run up to a wall, jump, and then you climb it, and then you're up here, and you can jump, you know, from roof to roof, stuff like that. But there's obviously other ways of going about getting up a roof. Obviously, there's slightly faster ways, better ways to deal with it in combat. So to start, one way I recommend is just jumping back and forth from roof to roof. So kind of something like this, you know, something like kind of like that. And basically what I'm doing, I'm gonna slow it down now for anyone that might not know necessarily how to do it. Basically, you run up, you start climbing, then you turn, jump to this wall by jumping and then moving your analog stick or your WAS, whatever key it is that you're using. Keep climbing, turn again, and just do it so it look kind of like you climb, you jump, climb, jump, and then you end up on the roof, and then you can just jump to this roof if you want. And you should end up kind of something like this. Not like that, that's the other method actually I'm about to show y'all. It would look kind of like that. And see, it makes you harder to shoot on top of, it's a faster way to get up. And now the next method I'm gonna show you is the one that you basically just saw. It looks kind of like this. And basically you're just jumping from side to side. But what's nice with that method versus the other one, while you're doing that, you can still shoot, you know. So if I do it, and it also in a sense makes you a bit harder to kill. Basically how I'm doing that is instead of turning and facing the wall, I'm kind of going at it at an angle, kind of like this, to where I start wall running. And then you just basically, you do that, and then you jump to that one, and then you kind of like just keep running. Obviously I started climbing because I'm doing it slower, but you're basically just gonna keep running back and forth between the walls, and you just get up like that. That's another method. Now, once you're up on roofs, okay, we're up here now. Here's some methods of getting around faster. This isn't necessarily tips, kind of common sense. Basically, you want to slide and jump to each roof, and that's because you're gonna go faster. When you go down a roof in this game, you gain speed just like that. Think of it like CS:GO surfing. If you've ever done that, you know, you go down roofs, you're gonna go fast. You know, you want to do that along with just sliding in general. You know, it's just a key movement because it makes you harder to shoot versus if you're just running around like this, you know, you kind of look like a bot. Versus if, you know, you're sliding, you know, you jump from that roof, you slide down, you come here, slide again, jump, and you're just keeping that momentum and that speed. It makes you harder to hit in a gunfight, or just if you're trying to get away from a fight, trying to get to a fight, just trying to get around. It's just overall, it's very, very, very useful. The next thing I want to go over for beginners, this isn't necessarily a beginner, nor is it an advanced type of trick. It's more of a trick that everybody should know immediately, and it's called the double jump. Now, to do this, you need a type of melee weapon. It doesn't matter which one it is. You can't just use your fists. You know, you need either like a fire axe, a katana, something like that. But basically, what it does is it basically looks like this. It's a double jump, so you kind of, and you see how far you go with that compared to if I just go back and jump, you know, just slide jump, you're not gonna make that, or you will, but you don't go as far. It's good for getting to farther roofs and stuff like that, like, and it just launches you farther. But basically how you do it, like I said, everything's gonna be on keyboard and mouse or controller, but it's basically the same sense, just with different keybinds on keyboard and mouse. So basically what you're doing is you slide once you get like close to the edge of the roof, like as if you were to normally slide and jump from roof to roof, except right after you're basically pressing your button or your trigger to swing your melee weapon, or clicking your mouse while you're jumping. So you kind of like jump and press them at the same time, but you want to press your jump first, because if you press them at the same time or your melee before, it kind of looks like this. You know, you just slide and you swing it, and it doesn't work. You're just kind of, you slide, you jump, and then you swing. But it's like in a really, the jump and swing are in a really fast motion. And sometimes you kind of end up with like a glitch like that. But as long as you get there, you know, you get there. And it kind of looks like that. You'll know you do it when you get like launched in the air. Like that, and it kind of looks like it launches you a second time once you swing your weapon. You kind of just float in the air. But that's gonna be basically it for my beginner tips, you know, beginner movement. If you want another beginner video, I can make another one. I just don't want to make this too long of a video. This is kind of like the basic of basic stuff and things that I feel like every new player should know when getting into this game. I hope y'all enjoy. Like I said, later this week I'll be dropping a more advanced movement video, so stick around for that. And if you want another beginner or advanced video after that, be sure to let me in the comments down below, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.